Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Elizabeth. It is not the name I was born with, but it is the name that reflects who I am. I was born intergendered, between sexes, although leaning more towards the femme side. I've always identified as a girl or woman, much to the chagrin of my mom. She's always wanted a true little girl, and in a manner of speaking, she did have one. But I've always wanted to be a woman. I wanted to be graceful and beautiful, wear pretty clothes, get the attention, be held the right way. Oof, something I've always wanted. But once again, this on the outside has almost never reflected that. Until now, anyway. I have been living as a woman for over 2 years now. Makeup, attire, mannerism, working on voice lessons, but considering I'm doing all this myself, not too bad. It's hard. I've been second-guessing myself a lot the last couple of weeks, Is this what I want? Is this where I'm supposed to go? I think yes. I can feel this with every grain of my being. I want to be a woman. And I want to go through whatever it takes to do that. I'm going to take whatever risks and the benefits, but I'm ready for this. Of course, I have fears, I have doubts, as any normal person would. But I know who I am. I know what I want. It's taken a long time to get here. Where I live, it's very small and very rural. There isn't a lot of positive reinforcement here. But I'm not seeking that because I don't need I don't need reinforcement of any kind. I know who I am. I'm going to keep being myself no matter what. Walk into a room full of men watching football and throw my hand up on my hip and just walk through there and be just as hot as any other chick there. But it's time to have this reflect what I want. The problem with that, though, is that it's very expensive. As any person seeking transition will tell you, there's a big dollar price tag involved in this. I'm not going to whine or beg. Well, I'm going to beg eventually, but whining, it's not easy for my particular case. I'm also physically disabled, so the other means of working and are right beyond me right now. The discs in my spine, they're thinning out, they're degenerating to nothing. I have horrible arthritis throughout my spine, neuropathy, neuralgia, extreme sciatica. My body produces kidney stones every day of my life. And while I speak to you right now, my kidneys are possibly failing due to the fact that there is a stone too big to pass in both of them. And it can be a lot to deal with. But to me, it's also a reminder that time is short. We must make our decisions while we still have the time to do so. Life can creep up and bite you when you least expect it. The world is turning right now while we're making our decisions or indecisions. I cannot afford to wait much longer. If I am to die, then I will die wearing pink. I will walk into heaven as a woman. And for that, I would appreciate any information, referrals, or donations. Right now, I am trying to start a business and a fund overall for people like us. People who, we don't have a lot of means, but we need to be. At one time, I always wondered what would compel a person to have SRS. I wondered. I thought they were insane or crazy or possessed. But I realized that we have to be. It's not a question of will, it's a question of compelled to do so. I'm compelled to do this, and I must, and I'm going to follow it to the end, wherever that is. Just know that to all my transitioning brothers and sisters, I love you. Courage and kudos to those of you who have found what you need to do this. And to anyone thinking, make sure you speak to your heart and listen, and it will tell you. I know with every grain of my being that this is what I want. I've lost friends. My mom and father won't speak to me. Brothers won't talk to me. I've lost a lot. But I also think about what I stand to gain. I love you all.